things that are yours?
Not. The only thing, so Rainbow
It's just Rainbow Connection and so.
saying and turn the world around.
Okay,
If not, awesome. If not, we can move on.
In the middle of your opening words?
Why not? Yeah, let's do
You
that.
tell me when.
Perfect. That's great.
Tell Alex to put that up there when I
Welcome to the Morristown Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Welcome new friends and old. Welcome to our shared spiritual journey. I am Beth Wilson, this morning's worship associate, and we are all glad that you are here today. We are a spiritual community that practice appreciation and acceptance. Together, we work to empower each other in our spiritual growth and support each other through birth, childhood, youth, adulthood, and as cherished elders. This Sunday worship is one way that we all learn who we are together and as individuals. Worship is a time for our spiritual practice of listening. Because we are always learning to listen, we understand if you have a need to leave suddenly for a conversation or to help someone with a need. If you need to talk or are restless, you can watch and listen from the library. Our ushers can help you find this room. If children, youth, and their families have questions about our faith formation programs, our RE director, Nick Walwork, is happy to talk to you. I don't think he's here today. Where are you? Sorry, I have on different glasses. I can't see you back there. He is back there in a bright blue shirt. Okay. Our AV technical director is Alex West. Our congregational administrator is Katie Julik. Our music director is not Stearns Matthews. It's Michael Rosen, who is on vacation. Announcements. Just a few for today. Registration for all ages Sunday morning religious education is open. It begins on September 15th. Please visit muuf.org/programs for more information and to register. And mark your calendars in gathering for Reverend Sasha Ostrom. First service will be on September 8th at 10 a.m. A potluck lunch will follow. And finally, the memorial service for Paul Mitchell, which had been scheduled for today, has been moved to October, we don't know what, October 12th at 3 p.m. It's time to light the chalice. Would you all speak after me? Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Will you rise in body or spirit and join us in our opening song, The Rainbow Connection?
Rainbow
Good morning. I am so happy to see you. Oh my goodness. When's the last time I cried through Rainbow Connection on a Sunday morning? Oh wait, I've actually done that a lot. Yeah, I actually do that all the time. Oh goodness. We'll talk after. Stick to your script, Stearns. I turned 40 this year. I know. You're telling me. Which either makes me a very young Gen Xer or a very old millennial. I usually go with old millennial. Growing up when I did, it's no surprise that the Muppets were a huge part of my childhood. Does anybody have a tissue? Is there a tissue here somewhere? You don't want to hear me sniffle all through. Thank you. You don't want to hear me do it into my mic either. I will remain composed for the remainder of the service. Growing up when I did, it's no surprise that the Muppets were a huge part of my childhood. What 1980s 5-year-old wouldn't be mesmerized by those funny, hilarious, colorful, irreverent, human-like creatures? I couldn't get enough of them. I thought they were my friends. Bert and Ernie and Big Bird and Kermit and Gonzo, as far as I was concerned, were people. My pals that I could turn to whenever I needed a laugh or a cry or a bit of wisdom. I could see our next-door neighbor's metal trash can from my bedroom window, and I believed that Oscar the Grouch lived in her trash can. I would stand at the window yelling, "Yasik, Yasik!" Oscar. And I'd hope he'd come out, and he never did. To this day, I find myself quoting the Muppet movie or Follow That Bird on a regular basis, and not always as a joke. Just for funsies, though, I will give you one joke from one of the movies that has stuck with me in the last, 3 weeks, and I can't get it out of my head, and it just gives me the giggles. In The Great Muppet Caper, Kermit and Fozzie and Gonzo are journalists investigating a jewel heist in London. And this running gag happens throughout the movie where someone will say, "We're going to catch those thieves red-handed." And some other Muppet in the group earnestly will go, "What color are their hands now?" It's so dumb. It's perfect. Beyond the humor, the Muppets often touch on big issues and big feelings. Who remembers when Mr. Hooper died on Sesame Street? What about when Big Bird's nest, his home, was destroyed in a hurricane and had to be rebuilt by the community? Or when Maria and Luis fell in love and got married on the roof of their building with all their friends there to bear witness to it? Jim Henson debuted the character of Kermit, not yet a frog, but more like a lizard thing, in 1955. Friends, the Muppets are almost 70 years old. And the Jim Henson Company continues to put out new movies and TV shows, showing no signs of slowing down in teaching us about kindness, understanding, curiosity, and love. So it's no surprise then that the Muppets, like so many people in this world, are Unitarian Universalists who don't know it yet. They love radically, they live with purpose in treating one another well, treating our planet well, and they believe that everyone should be free to pursue that which helps them understand the world better. What's more, the Muppets have always embraced diversity, not just in the color of their fur or feathers, but in their personalities, perspectives, experiences, abilities. They remind us that our differences make us stronger and that every voice deserves to be heard. Isn't that basically what we're trying to do here? For those of you who might be joining us for the first time today and are wondering what exactly we are trying to do here, Unitarian Universalist congregations covenant to affirm and promote a set of 8 principles. And to be clear, the 8 principles are not commandments or dogma or doctrine. They're simply a reflection of deeply held values and a moral guide. The wisdom and spirituality of these principles are drawn from sources as diverse as science, poetry, scripture, and personal experience. And Beth, would you like to share with us the principles? Oops.
We, the member congregations of the Unitarian Universalist Association, and it's in your book, covenant to affirm and promote. 1, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. 2, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations. 3, acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations. 4, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. 5, the right of conscience and the use of the democratic process within our congregations and in society at large. 6, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. 7, respect for the independent web of all existence of which we are a part. And 8 is not in your book. Journeying towards spiritual wholeness by working to build a diverse and multicultural beloved community by our actions that accountably dismantle racism and other oppressions in ourselves and our institutions.
Thank you, Beth. These 8 principles are what we will be exploring through the words and music of my pals, the Muppets, this morning. I usually tell people that the principles are the things that it really boils down to that most people wouldn't disagree with. And that's how the Muppets live, which is cool. Many of you were in this room on Mother's Day in 2019 when we did this service for the first time. Big version, orchestra, visiting singers, puppets. When we talked about bringing it back, I thought, how are we going to do it without all that fun stuff, with the 12-piece orchestra and literal puppets? Don't get me wrong, it was one of my favorite days ever, and that stuff was really special, but it's really about the songs themselves and their words and their music. These songs that helped me and so many of us understand the world better. Songs I now sing to my kid in the hope that they might help him understand the world better. There will be a lot of music this morning, and it's highly likely that you'll have the urge to applaud. I'm going to challenge you to resist that urge so that we can give the songs the space they deserve to breathe and live in this room with us and with our theology. And finally, I invite you to remember, who were your Muppets? Who were your heroes, the characters that helped you understand the world better? When real people weren't doing it for you, to whom did you turn for a laugh, a cry, a bit of wisdom? I bet whoever they are, they're right where you left them. We begin with a brief speech from one of my favorite residents of Sesame Street. He's a waiter, he's a superhero, and he's wiser than his round head, blue fur, and gangly body would lead you to believe. Grover.
Monsters have feelings, just like you. And so, you should be very kind and gentle and patient with a monster.
It is not easy being a monster. Like, Harry breaks everything, but he cannot help it. And Cookie eats everything, but he cannot help it. And of course, I am cute and lovable, and I cannot help it.
So, if you see a monster in your neighborhood, speak to him softly, pat his furry little head, and always remember the golden rule.
Feelings aren't exactly made of wood, so often
lost my order of service, so I don't know what comes next. Time for all ages. Let's do that. Does anybody want to come up and sit up here and talk to me for a time for all ages? I'm really cool. You don't have to. I can. Thank you so much. Yeah, come sit. It's gonna be fun. There's props. Thank you so much. Hi. Anywhere you want. Do you guys like doing this? Yeah? Good. If you said no, I'd say you could go sit back down if you want. So I have a question for you, first of all. My first question is, do you guys know who the Muppets are? Yeah? That's amazing. Hi, I'm related to you guys. Oh, my niece and nephew. I didn't even see you over there. Great to see you. So I know you know who the Muppets are, but I'm glad that you all do. Who is your favorite Muppet? Fozzie. Very good answer. Anybody else? Yeah. Piggy. Awesome. Mine is Gonzo, in case you wanted to know. That's not what we're talking about right up here right now, but I wanted to know what your favorite Muppets were. So what I do want to talk to you about is a real human for a second, and then we're going to sing a song. We're going to talk about it. This guy's name is Harry Belafonte. Does anybody know who that is? I know you guys do. The Beetlejuice guy? Yeah. I know his songs from the movie Beetlejuice, another of my childhood heroes. Kidding. So this guy named Harry Belafonte was an African-American great singer and songwriter, singer and actor, and civil rights activist. Does anybody know what that means? What? You forgot? I believe you. Anybody else? Anybody know? It's okay if you don't. It means he fought for everybody to have equal rights, right? Can you think of anybody else like that? Martin Luther King, exactly. And you know what? They were really good friends. So he was also one of the first black artists to become famous all over the world, which is a big deal back then because we didn't have cell phones and stuff like that. Watch Beetlejuice, listen to the music, listen to his music. It's great. One of the things that he loved and one of the things that made him really impactful as an activist is that he loved learning about different cultures. So one of the things he did was he took a trip to Africa and he met a whole bunch of people and studied their cultures and learned what their lives were like and their history and stuff like that. And one of the things that he learned, one of his takeaways from that trip that he learned from those people was that we're all connected because we all kind of need the same stuff. We all need things like air to breathe and water to drink and ground to walk on and stuff like that, right? So he wrote this song about how even though we're all different, we all need the same things. Cool, right? It sounds like it fits in with what we talk about here sometimes, right? I think so. Harry Belafonte sang this song on the show, on The Muppet Show, with the Muppets on TV, and that's cool. And so, the cool thing about this song, one cool thing, is most songs that we know feel like, will you dance to this with me? Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just bounce. 2, 1, 2. Nobody's looking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But that makes sense, right? Most songs feel like 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, rhythm-wise. And some songs feel like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Most of them feel either that way, either of those. This song is both of those together. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So what Harry did with this song is he took two things that were different, just like he's talking about in the song, and put them right next to each other, just like all the stuff in the song, which was really cool. So, can you try this with me? Can you tap your chest for 3 beats and then either snap or go like this with your hands? I call this the chicken. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, grown-ups 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Beautiful, you're ready. Grab something cool out of this box. Here, you come grab it. I'm not going to pick for anybody. Alex, do you have this on the screen? 1074. I don't know. Not the one that says parts. King Alex West, everybody. So here we go. So if you're sitting up, please rise. Body or spirit. Feel free to move however you like, but when in doubt, you could always go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. You two, choir. Here we go. We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living in the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Oh, so is life. So is life. Oh, so is life. So is life. Beautiful. Nice job, everybody. Thank you. We can put these back in. And you can go back and sit where you were sitting if you want to. You're welcome to sit here if you want. I think I did. Did I say he sang that on the Muppet Show? Introduced it on the Muppet Show. Well, there you have it.
And it's in our songbook.
And it's in our songbook. That's an important thing. Did I forget anything else?
No. I have 3 milestones and passages today. The first I have something I forgot in the announcements. Make sure you turn off your cell phones, please. Thank you. Okay. The first is from Donna Best. I told Stearns after his first Muppet UU service that it was one of my favorite services ever. My brother David and I loved Jim Henson and all of his friends with all of our hearts. They were embodied in our upbringing, and I couldn't wait to tell him about this service. Davy is a U2 too, but I was too busy to never made the call. Over. It's a long one. Davy took his life the following Wednesday. While I know all things happen as they should, I've always held on to the painful wonder that if I shared the wisdom of the service, I could have brought some extra joy to his last days and maybe helped him see a bit more of the importance of his existence as a lover and a dreamer on planet Earth. From Irene Mendelson and Bob Scott. This is our birthday weekend. Irene's birthday is today. And Bob's was yesterday. In honor of Bob's significant milestone, 75, we will be throwing a party, Bob's birthday bash, on Sunday, September 15th after coffee hour. All are invited. Stay tuned for details. And finally, from Paul Firm, he shares that on August 30th, he is retiring from his career in research chemistry. A career that started here in Morristown in 1988. Paul is looking forward to exciting times ahead with Helene, the family, including granddaughter Eleanor Margaret, and with all of you here at the fellowship. And he's president, so he gets to spend more time here, too. Not all milestones or passages we have experienced will be shared aloud this morning. They never are. But we remember in this moment that we need not be alone. It is possible, even essential, that we share our lives with others. It is in our deepest sharing that we all will also find our greatest strengths. Let us share a moment of silent meditation, acknowledging those messages that have been read and creating a space where a sense of shared community may support those who have not shared publicly. We are an inclusive community where we strive to achieve acceptance, encouragement, and compassion.
Halfway down the stairs is a stair where I sit. There isn't any other stair quite like it. I'm not at the bottom, I'm not at the top. So this is the stair where I always stop. Halfway up the stairs isn't up and isn't down. It isn't in the nursery, it isn't in the town. And all sorts of funny thoughts run around my head. It isn't really anywhere, it's somewhere else instead.
Block or two from me.
Today's offering will be split 50-50 with Nourish, New Jersey, an organization creating barrier-free solutions to homelessness, hunger, and poverty in Morris County. You can text to give, go to the website to give, and we always take cash.
It's not easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves, when I think it would be nicer being red or yellow or gold, something much more colorful like that. It's not easy being green. Seems you blend in with so many other ordinary things. People tend to pass you over because you're not standing out like flashy sparkles in the water or stars in the sky. But green's the color of spring, and green can be cool and friendly like, and green can be big like an ocean, or important like a mountain, or tall like a tree. When green is all there is to be, could make you wonder why, but why wonder, why wonder? I am green, it'll do fine. I think it's what I want to be. Green is all there is to be, could make you wonder why wonder why? I am green, it'll do fine. I am green, I am green. And it's beautiful. It's what I want to be. This looks familiar, vaguely familiar, almost unreal yet. It's too soon to feel yet, close to my soul and yet so far away. I'm going to go back there someday. Sun rises, night falls, sometimes the sky calls. Is that a song there? And do I belong there? I've never been there, but I know the way. I'm going to go back there someday. Come and go with me, it's more fun to share. We'll both be completely at home in midair. We're flying, not walking on featherless wings. We can hold on to love like invisible strings. There's not a word yet for old friends who've just met. Part heaven, part space, or have I found my place? You can just visit, but I plan to stay. I'm going to go back there someday. I'm going to go back there someday. Will you rise in body or spirit and sing our closing song? Sing. Sing. You don't have the benediction, do you? Just have to pull up the benediction real quick. That's the one thing today. I know you did. Yeah, I know, Beth. Here's a quote from Jim Henson to send you on your way. Here it is. He wrote it to his children. Life is meant to be fun and joyous and fulfilling. May each of yours be that. Please watch out for each other and love and forgive everybody. It's a good life. Enjoy it. By the way, our choir did this in what, 2 rehearsals? 2 rehearsals. And Beth made that happen. Thank you, Beth. And Daryl Courtley, everybody. I want to take a picture. I miss you guys. Thank you. Go.